So Mooer just recently introduced their AI tone matching program, and of course, me being a Vi fanatic, I had to create myself a Vi for the love of God patch, and of course I mess everything up in this video. So if you're sitting here thinking you're going to see some produced professional sponsored video, no, that's not what I do. Hey, I'm Double D. I'm just a guitar player and I like doing this kind of stuff, so please subscribe. Basically, you get options. It gives you a few different options for whatever sound you pick. You can select it and then save it to the unit so you can tweak it. This thing just died. Everything just died on me while trying to film this video. But basically what I did was I selected the first one, and it came out really, really close. The only thing I did was I put a compressor in between the distortion and the amp, the distortion block and the amp block. Usually I would do it the other way around. I'd put the compressor in front of the distortion to drive that input a little bit more. But the way that the BBE, the preamp pedal that they had in there for the distortion going into the amplifier, it just needed a little something between them. I was juicing it too much by putting it in the front, but it was just enough to give it that kind of smoother sustain that I was getting. I think it's really cool. I think it has a ways to go yet on some of the other sounds. If you already have any of the Mooer stuff, do the updates and see if that's available in your unit, because that's pretty cool. I had a really good time just sitting here messing around with the backing tracks and crashing and burning. I've always liked Steve. I was fortunate enough to meet Steve a long time ago. Not that long ago, relatively, since I've been a fan of his for 40 some years. Yeah, he's a good dude. And if you're into those kind of processed guitar tones, that kind of stuff, you've heard Steve Vai. You just know that sound. You know it's a voice, and it's a pretty recognizable one at this point. And this did a pretty good job of replicating that voice. To me, you know, the feel was really good. Sure, I'm playing through studio monitors. I imagine if I put on headphones, I could probably dial it in a little bit more. But really, that's all I did. I brought the presence down, just did a couple of little bit of tweaking in there just to tighten it up. And I did upload that up to the Mooer SoundCloud. So you should see that from me on there if you happen to search for it. Well, you just download your own version and tweak it yourself, though. That's part of the fun of not letting the computer take over 100%, right? Because it could get it close, but it couldn't add the certain human element that the compression was kind of adding. Maybe it needs to understand a little bit better what that does. Who doesn't need to know what compression does a little bit better? So anyways, if you've watched this far into the video, I appreciate it. Please feel free to subscribe and leave a thumbs up on your way out the door. I'll see you guys on the next one. Good job, Mooer, with the AI. I'm really interested to see how this develops, much unlike many other aspects of AI as far as I'm concerned. It belongs in health. Sure, yeah, I agree. And it belongs in guitar pedals. That's about it, in my opinion. All right, see you guys on the next one.